You must realize it's a ridiculous law.
And you're the one who decides that, are you?
Doesn't need much deciding.
Our celebration's been banned for more than 50 years. Surely the time for such foolishness has passed.
I'm sorry, sir, but the St. Patrick's Day parade is still not permitted.
The last time that you lot marched, a man was killed.
By one of yours?
Yeah, we get punished for it.
The only way to rescind the ban on the parade is through City Council.
And that'll never happen. Bloody Orange Lodge.
Watch your mouth, sir.
Oh, you deny that fact?
I'm thinking of my family. My daughter, Leisha, and the generations that come after her. In 100 years, I want them to look back and be proud of what we're trying to do here now.
And what exactly is it that you're trying to do? Crowd the streets, stir up trouble?
You're getting nowhere with these two.
I thank you both for your time.
A word to the wise. Jimmy Mitchell is coming to town.
Oh, fat bastard. What's he doing here?
Stirring up trouble.
Trouble that can be avoided if you lot keep a low profile.
A low profile, is it? In our own city.
You want us to hide in our homes while that loudmouth spews his hate. No such thing as one law for all, is there, sir?
The open window.
Is it possible you were the target?
I considered that. And if this poor soul took a shot that was intended for me.
I wouldn't fret until we know.
All right. We should have a look up there. Roberts, with me? Clear vantage point. Aside from the open window, there isn't much to indicate someone was here.
Sir, if I may.
Speak your mind, Constable.
A man who would try to take this shot would have had to know what he was doing. I don't think you were the target, sir.
If I wasn't, then why him?
Dad?
No finger marks. They've been filed off.
Good Lord. Did you happen to find a name?
No personal effects, no belongings.
So this person intended to be anonymous.
It would appear so. The shot, as you know, was direct to the heart. He would have died instantly. There was one thing. Not sure if this would be of any help. His suit was from a tailor in Five Points, New York.
New York?
Mr. Ryan.
Do you mind? And you've got some of Erin in you, don't you? The complexion, the hair.
I do indeed.
And your faith.
That is my business, sir, not yours.
But you still must have some of the old country in you.
I do. But this is a new one.
Tell that to the Protestants. Every July the 12th, their bloody parade. Terrorizing their neighborhoods. Harassing the women. And all we want is a simple parade celebrating the life of a saint of all
There is
things.
nothing I can do about it. The St. Patrick's Day parade is against the law.
Let me ask you this then. You think this is fair?
I don't care to share my personal opinion on the matter.
Awesome. That's my answer then.
Good day.
Good day to you, Mrs. Crabtree.
And we showed those Frenchies we did. 6 of them in the hospital, where we taught them to respect their betters. And reminded them that Montreal is an English city. Bloody papists, a lot of them. I've heard tell Toronto is the Belfast of North America. Well, I trust you all still have the mettle to keep those Catholics in their place. So let's just enjoy this fine meal that Maggie and the girls have made for us.
Chief Constable, I expect we'll see no trouble during Mr. Mitchell's visit here.
As long as everybody behaves themselves.
Yeah, well, perhaps they should leave their troubles at home.
If only.
Come on, girl, let's see you down it. All the way. Come on, girl, let's see you down it. All of it. Let's go. Let's go. There it is. That's the spirit.
Well, I need another. I would not deny you your thirst.
So what do we do, Frank?
Well, we hold the bloody parade whether it's against the law or not. We came here to be free people, did we not?
Yeah, surely did, Frank.
So we show our colors, even if it means a night in jail.
Yeah. I want to thank you and your father for granting me the room. I knocked on a lot of doors.
I can imagine. Everywhere you go, no blacks, no Irish.
No dogs.
No, we're 2 out of 3, hey? Catch up and get another.
Hey, Copper. Is it true Jimmy Mitchell arrived in town?
I wouldn't know.
If that loudmouth is in town, we'll hear from him soon enough.
Well, I'll make sure he gets the king's seat for the parade.
Cheers. Sláinte.
Apologies. I was doing fine till this ginger lady appeared. This is too much good crack.
The ginger lady is whiskey and good crack is lively conversation. You'll be grand in the morning.
Good night. I will see you in the morning, Nisha.
You don't see me now.
It was a pleasant night, but I have to be up at 6.
Good night, Teddy.
Night.
What have you, Watts?
Well, a fair bit, actually.
The identity of the dead man?
I would have led with that.
Then what?
I did field a complaint from the owner of a rooming house about a man who skipped out on his bill. She said he was from Manhattan.
Oh, then we should take her down to...
The morgue already did. She confirmed the dead man was her tenant. I told her to leave his room as is. There might be something of interest there.
You have an address?
Of course. Yes.
Watts, are you sure this is all right?
What?
This sandwich, it smells off.
Well, it's curry and egg. A new creation. It's delicious. Would you like a try?
Nope.
I usually make them pay in advance, but he seemed an honest fellow.
It may well have been.
Did you find any money on him?
We did not.
So I'm out.
I'm afraid so. Did he get up to anything suspicious while he was here?
This is a reputable house I run.
Did he say what his business was, by chance?
Just that he was meeting a friend. You make it quick. I have 2 men wanting this room, and these ones pay in advance.
Anything?
No.
What about that?
It's a rock, Detective.
Yes, I see that. What's a rock doing on an otherwise very nice shelf?
I suppose it is a tad suspicious. It's a dead drop.
Look at that.
They're offering $3,000 my head. The arses. It's got the name of my train, location of the lodgings, a description. I'm not stout, am I?
Time makes fools of us all, Mitchell. Besides, look on the bright side. You're not as stout as I am.
What do we know about the fellow who received this message?
Not much, unfortunately. He was shot dead.
I don't think he was intending a social call. Do you? Who was he?
Again, I don't know. All we do know is that he was from New York.
Oh, that bloody figures. You ever been to those neighborhoods?
I have not.
5 Points, Mott Haven. They're pits. None but Catholics running around with a filthy offspring on the foot. Don't do much more than breed and drink, do they? You two are a little soft in the ways of the world.
As a matter of fact, sir, I am a Catholic.
Thomas, you have a Catholic on your police force?
Detective Murdoch is a fine officer. More than fine, actually. The best.
The circumstances of this suggest this man was a hired killer. Do you know of anyone who would wish you harm?
Anyone of your kind, I imagine.
You might be advised to curtail some of your public appearances. If this man was hired to harm...
He bloody failed, didn't he?
That doesn't mean there won't be further attempts.
Then you find them, and you stop them. That is, if you are an officer of the law. A Catholic detective. What the devil is happening to this world?
My apologies.
We don't choose who we are bound to protect.
And you're sure that was where the shot came from?
Based on the angle of entry of the bullet, I would say yes.
A true marksman can always locate the vitals. Sorry for the interruption.
No. Go ahead.
Well, there was little wind that day. Low humidity, low air pressure means the shot didn't have much of a drag on it. The dead man was in a stationary position for quite some time, isn't that right?
He was.
An experienced shooter would account for all of this. Heck, I've made tougher shots hunting bucks.
You hunt?
Of course. Boss was a butcher. He'd always say, a good hunter and a good butcher are often one and the same.
And you believe the first man was a hired killer?
I do.
So that means that there are 2 hired killers in town?
Yes. And if that's the case, one of them is still out there.
What is the harm in it?
It's against the law. Any mail, Victoria? Ah, thank you.
And every year when the Orangemen celebrate the Battle of the Boyne, there is violence. Yet every year they are allowed to march.
Ah, that's different.
How?
Because they won. Look, I agree. We'd all be better off leaving the struggles of the old world behind. But people don't, and I fear they never will.
So they are allowed to taunt a group who are already being treated as second-class citizens and to deny them their rights.
It's a bloody parade. It's hardly right.
It amounts to the same thing.
This is a Protestant city, run by the Sons of Ulster. If I were to allow a Catholic parade, there'd be a bloody riot. And the Orange Lodge would have both our heads.
I've never known you to run from a fight.
I've run from plenty of fights I know that I can't win, Mrs. Crabtree.
Thank you. Oh, the victim was a man named Dougal Sharkley. The New York police are familiar with him. In the last few years, he's been suspected of shipping money and munitions back to the home country.
And was he here to do harm to Jimmy Mitchell?
Certainly possible.
Oh, with his past, he certainly doesn't appear to be an innocent bystander.
I would have to agree.
Someone from the other side knew he was here and killed him before he could be close to Jimmy Mitchell.
That would appear to be the case.
Oh, you've got a hell of a nerve, you do. Suggesting that one of my own killed a man before I even arrived in time.
I believe this Mr. Sharkley came to town to confront you.
Well, he didn't do much of a job, did he?
Well, perhaps one of your supporters caught wind of what was happening.
Of course. You bloody Catholics.
You are not speaking to a Catholic at the moment. You are speaking to a police officer investigating a murder.
That neither I nor any of my men had anything to do with.
Do you know that for a fact?
I won't be listening to this. And if you value your job, you won't be saying much more.
I'm not finished.
No, I say you are.
Everything all right in here?
Nothing I can't handle.
And who the hell are you?
Inspector Albert Choi.
Inspector, you're a bloody copper.
You didn't hear me.
Oh, the city's gone to hell in a handbasket. I will be speaking tomorrow. And there best be no trouble. But the both of yous will be out on your asses. Ah!
It's out of a keg, shipped straight from home. We only give it to our special guests. Do you not like my stew?
I do. But I should have it in my room.
You will not. You'll sit here and eat with the rest of us. That'd be my father.
Shot in the street.
In clear view of all. At least that's what I heard, Ted.
Who else knew he was coming up here?
Just us, as far as I know. Making yourself part of the family now, are you?
My apologies. Sit down. Seems my girl's taking a liking to you.
She certainly has. The black stuff. For the black man.
Hey, mind yourself.
I mean, no offense. It was a joke. I apologize.
Very funny, sir.
No, sir, here. It's Brian. You like the stew? My shop's got the best mutton for your money. Bring it in fresh twice a week. Huh?
That man you were talking about, the one shot in the street, you knew him?
Knew of him. Didn't know him.
Does it change anything about tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're marching.
I have to remind you that's against the law.
I'll have to remind you that the law's an arse sometimes. And you should know that better than most. We'll be out for a bit.
Thanks, Leash.
You all right?
I just don't want you to get into any trouble.
We're not going to cause any trouble. We're just standing up for our rights. That's it. I thought you, of all people, would have understood something like this. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't think. I wish the world were a bit simpler sometimes, that's all. But I guess that's why the good Lord has blessed us with this. Sláinte.
Cheers.
Are you going to be much longer? Sarah, I didn't even realize you were still here. Go home.
What's got your attention?
Oh, injustice, I suppose.
Well, that's a weighty topic for this time of night.
Yes, well. Years ago, the city banned the St. Patrick's Day parade because a Catholic was killed by the Orange Order.
Well, that seems sensible.
What would have been sensible would have been to ban the other side. The Protestants were the ones who started the violence.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but I doubt religion has much to do with it. It's just the work of scoundrels cloaking themselves with it. I doubt either of them are doing God's work.
Sarah, you are destined for greater things.
Thank you, ma'am, but right now I'm destined for 3 hungry children at home and a man who can barely boil water.
Isha?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, pardon me. I thought there was some trouble.
I dropped the light and sorry, I hope I didn't wake you.
Let me get that. It's fine. No worries.
Thanks.
That's all?
Doesn't have to be.
I should get to bed.
Bet it'd be a fine idea.
Isha,
Come on, Daddy.
I don't think this.
It's hardly the time for thinking.
Tried to talk him out of it.
I doubt he hears much more than the sound of his own voice.
Well, hopefully he just gives the speech and that's the end of it.
I highly
It's
doubt
good
that.
to see all your friendly faces. Toronto certainly is a home away from home for a son of Ulster. Yeah! You're building this into a grand city of industry and hard work with a good, honest labour. You're building a city that any good and honest man can be proud of. But it's not all good, is it? Irish Catholic beggars, to be met everywhere. They are as ignorant and vicious as they are poor. And they fill our poorhouses, and they fill our prisons.
Sir.
Get out of here! What the hell?
Raise your head somewhere else.
Bollocks. Let's make yourself scarce.
I will not.
Suit yourself.
Let the rabble come!
I'll take that. Back off now! I said now!
You see it! You see it! We'll meet them!
Get me up. Are you all right?
Must have come from that building over there.
Let's get him out of the line of fire.
Bloody lucky we are.
Well, I don't feel all that lucky. Some madman's taking aim at me and you lot are just sitting here.
Our men are scouring the scene. The chief constable saw where the shot came from.
Oh, well, bravo, Thomas. A lot of good that does me. Those hooligans are probably having a hearty laugh.
You ought to be more concerned with keeping your mouth shut. This type of talk is why you're in their sights to begin with.
If you don't catch this thug, and I mean quickly, you'll lose control of this city before a week's end. And I'm sure your boy would love to see the day.
Don't waste your breath, Murdoch. His kind don't change.
Detective Watts recovered the rifle from the room identified by Chief Constable Brackenreed.
Any spent casings?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The firearm has T.R. Chatham scratched in the stock.
The hunting rifle belongs to Constable Roberts.
Do we know where he is right now?
Not as of yet, no.
We need to bring Roberts into the station house right away.
I'm taking yours. You owe me from last time. Hello.
Not here.
Would you lighten up? The parade was a huge success.
I don't believe today is cause for celebration. A man was nearly shot.
Well, I'm nearly drunk, so maybe you can investigate that.
Well, lads, we marched through the streets, proud as can be, scared the daylights out of a city councillor, and shut that plank Jimmy Mitchell's trap.
Job well done, I'd say.
Yes, indeed, lads.
There's sure to be plenty of trouble because of that shot that rang out.
Ah, we're done with being stepped on. Let them live in fear for a while. See how they like it. Huh?
Constable Roberts. I was told I might find you here.
The bar is owned by my landlord, Mr. Ryan. Is there a problem?
I need you down at the station house straight away. When did you last see your rifle?
I keep it in a lockbox under my bed. It was there yesterday.
And you were home all last night?
I was.
Did you lend it to anyone? Does anyone have access to it?
No. I don't believe so.
Then why did we find your gun at the site of a shooting? And we know you're an excellent shot.
Typically takes a lot less for someone like me to make the hangman. Court ordered or otherwise.
Constable, I can assure you, that is not what this is about.
I have nothing to say that hasn't already been said. I didn't shoot anyone.
You do realize that your reticence is making this rather difficult.
I do. I'm sorry about that.
I'm worried about this. Nothing seems to make sense. Roberts is a fine young constable, but he's clearly hiding something. Could he be protecting someone?
I find it difficult to believe that Constable Roberts would be tied up in the struggles of the Irish in Toronto.
Justice is injustice, and I'm sure Roberts has had his share of that.
Yes, but I believe you're right, sir. Something about this doesn't add up.
And what's that?
This rifle hasn't been fired recently.
How can you be sure?
I've checked it for gunpowder residue, and it's spotless. What's more, the bullets recovered from Mr. Sharkley's body and the scene today are not a match to this rifle.
Gentlemen, I took some constables to Roberts' lodgings. Someone's cut the lock on his gun case.
Ah!
Why are you lying to us? Did you know that someone cut the lock on your gun case?
No. I didn't.
How exactly could you miss something like that?
Unless you weren't home all night, as you said. Edward, what is happening here? Fine. I take no pleasure in this, but you will remain in our cells until you're willing to speak, Constable.
Just give us a moment, please. Teddy, I don't know what's going on, but you can trust me.
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
I didn't know about the break-in because I wasn't in my room. I was at home, but I was with Leisha Ryan all night. In her room. Sleeping.
I understand the concept of maintaining a woman's virtue.
I said I was sleeping. This is more than a lady's good name at stake. A black man beds a white woman in most parts. Who knows what happens to him? Better men than me have met worse fates just whistling near a white woman. I'm new here. Mr. Ryan gave me a room to rent when nobody else would. I just didn't want this to become the talk about town.
We have a sharpshooter on the loose, and I'm sorry, but that takes precedence over all else. For what it's worth, Teddy, I do understand. More than you know.
I thought your job was to prosecute criminals. Why haven't the parade attendees been charged?
Because it wasn't a parade. It was a gathering of people, not unlike those attending Mr. Mitchell's hate-filled address.
Oh, there's a thin lane between hate and a hard truth, Missy.
The Crown Attorney's Office found nothing illegal about Irish Catholics being present.
This is going to upset the lodge.
With all due respect, that isn't my concern.
Just what am I hearing, Thomas? You lost your grip, have you? No matter. I won't hand the dirty rounders this city, and I won't hide in fear.
What are you getting at, Mitchell?
Oh, and the rally, the good and upright people of this city. Show the left-footers who's really in charge here. Madam Prosecutor.
true. Teddy wasn't in his room last night. He was with me.
Did either of you know that Constable Roberts had a firearm in his room?
No. I surely didn't. And neither did my dad. He likes Teddy. He knew we were getting close.
Did you know that Roberts was in your daughter's room last night?
Well, how would I? I wasn't home.
Right. My patience is wearing thin. Where were you last night?
And today, during the shooting.
Well, last night I was at the pub. Today I was marching in the streets, me and my daughter. You've seen us.
These are very serious charges. Attempting to frame a constable of murder. You could hang.
We didn't kill anyone.
That remains to be proven.
I can't believe this is happening. I don't know what I thought would happen, but not this.
Was.
Tell me you've got the gunman in there, because this lunatic Mitchell is heading to the streets to stir things up.
We seem to be at a dead end, sir.
The weapon recovered on the scene was planted to frame Constable Roberts.
What? Murdoch, who'd do this to one of ours?
We're not sure yet, but the sharpshooter's still out there.
Unlikely to try again. How's the lad holding up?
He's certainly seen better days.
Sir, can't you convince Mr. Mitchell to lay low for a while?
We could get the speech moved somewhere less populated. That's as much as we can do. But we need to find out who this gunman is before all hell breaks loose.
I believe I know someone who might be able to help. All set, Constable?
I think so.
You think so? You seemed quite confident in your abilities when you were examining the shot that took out Mr. Sharpley.
A lot can change in a couple days.
Here. I've adapted this telescope with a refractive lens for a scope. You can adjust it here. That should give you quite an advantage.
Thank you, sir. I trust I'll be able to keep this when the case is closed.
I've convinced the Chief Constable to keep Mr. Mitchell in this corner. That should severely reduce the shooter's options.
Are we all set?
Yes. Constable Roberts and I have narrowed down all of the possible vantage points. If you see a shooter, notify me immediately on this radio transmitter.
All right.
Good luck.
All right. I'm in your hands. What will you have me do?
Watch the flags in City Hall. They'll tell the wind direction. I'm getting what looks like westward gust, 5 miles per hour. I need you to tell me if there's any changes. Hygrometer. It measures humidity. If the air is too dense, it'll drag the speed of the bullet. And Detective Murdoch will never let me take scope hunting if I miss the shot.
A second chance. This time he might not miss.
Oh, the man's clearly a lousy shot. But you boys had better have me covered. Well, the next man who needs protection will be you, boyo. Hey!
Boyo me, arrogant Mick.
Southwest gusts, I'd say about 3 miles an hour. And slowing.
Testing.
Can you hear me, Watts?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Good Protestants, I stand before you unafraid.
Unfortunately, we can also hear Mitchell.
The unwashed Irish Catholics. Oh, have me on their hit list.
I often try and have faith that people like Mr. Mitchell are few and far between, that most people are of good nature.
Then you see his supporters turn out in these numbers.
They want to silence me and overrun the city like rats after nightfall. If we allow ourselves to be threatened, if we allow ourselves to be pushed into a corner, it won't be long before the man in the Vatican is walking into our homes unannounced to put his feet up on the table.
Watts. Shooter, 2 o'clock, above the laundry, 2nd floor.
Huh? We must stand strong and hold him at the door.
Detective, we see him above the laundry. Can you get the shot?
I don't know.
Roberts, take the shot.
Roberts, hold him at the door!
Roberts, Teddy!
What?
Are you there? Did you get the shooter?
He's not here. I must have just missed him.
Sir, I'm certain I hit him.
Well, that appears to be the case.
I assume he won't go to a hospital. Can't get far.
I have a feeling I know where he might wash up.
Nice and neat. Hey, darling. Just keep me steeped in the single master. Toronto's finest. Come in for a pint, have you?
Not exactly, no.
What happened to your hand?
You find me a butcher with 10 digits, I'll show you when he's taking days off.
You mentioned to everyone in the bar yesterday that you wished Protestants would know what it was like to live in fear.
Just how committed are you to seeing that through?
Oh, no, I was at the
Recently
bar.
fired, sir. Found it in the butcher's wagon out front.
Butcher's wagon. Look familiar? Brian Keyes, you are under arrest.
For what? I didn't even hit the bastard. Come on.
The bullet recovered from Mr. Sharkley's body and this spent shell casing from the attempt on Jimmy Mitchell's life are a match for your rifle.
And you know you had access to Constable Roberts' room. You understand you could have sent an innocent man to prison?
Small price to pay. I knew Sharkley was intending to take out Mitchell. The boys back home who hired Sharkley were about to set him up proper after the job.
$3,000 cash. We found the message in Sharkley's dead drop.
Well, I have a family. And I knew Frank wouldn't have the guts to do what needed to be done. We needed to strike a blow for the cause.
How exactly was this an act of Irish pride? You killed one of your own out of greed. This wasn't about the cause, it was about you.
And because you tried to frame a member of this constabulary, I'm going to personally see to it that you receive the harshest possible punishment, Catholic or not.
Mitchell deserved a bullet. You know that as well as I do.
Who deserves a bullet and who doesn't is not up to you. Constable Roberts, good work.
Thank you, sir.
You did, however, cause us a great deal of trouble. I can't have you keeping secrets.
I know, sir.
This work is all about trusting the right people.
I know, sir. I'm working on it.
If I never see that man again, it'll be too soon.
The constabulary did a fine job keeping him alive.
Yes, we did. Whether he deserved it or not.
Well, we're better off treating people right. Even those who are so egregiously in the wrong.
Is that so? It seems you're not above bending the law to your own advantage, eh, Councillor?
The law's up to interpretation. The difference between a parade and a gathering is merely semantics.
Yes, I suppose it is. Hopefully the Lodge see it the same way.
Sarah, you do excellent work here.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Crabtree.
I had mentioned to you that I believe you are destined for greater things.
You did?
I have a friend, a doctor. I haven't seen her in quite some time, but she has a little one as well. I know how hard it can be for a woman to maintain a career and a family all at once. This is the name and telephone number of the nanny my friend used when her little one was born.
Mrs. Crabtree, I couldn't possibly afford.
Which is why I have managed to get you a raise. When you believe someone has potential, you must provide opportunity for that potential to be realized.
Thank you, Mrs. Crabtree. Oh, right. Of course.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your things were gone from your room when I got home. I didn't think I'd see you again.
Did your old man tell you to get me into your bedroom?
No. No, I promise. I really do care for you.
Do you know what could have happened to me? Do you know what still could happen if the wrong people find out we spent the night together?
I didn't think. I
don't have that luxury.
It's just that the cause, it's so much bigger than our silly little fears. Surely you can understand that.
No. I'm not sure I do. Goodbye, Miss Ryan.
Oh, hello, ladies. You two look wonderful.
Oh, we now need an occasion to look good?
No, of course not.
We're having our portrait painted today.
All right, yes. Well,
You know, William, I was thinking, perhaps we're not exposing Susanna to enough art.
at her age, how might I cultivate?
Well, you're attempting to cultivate an understanding of Maxwell's electromagnetic equations?
Oh, yes.
This is something, isn't it? That painting that was stolen from the Louvre still hasn't been recovered. It's been 2 weeks.
Oh?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci, a scientist.
And a painter. Although I hadn't heard of this piece. Authorities surprised by the brazen theft are searching for their chief suspect, art student Jacques Martin. Must be off. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
Little Susanna is growing just like a weed.
What are you suggesting?
It's a compliment.
Oh, yes, thank you. Detective Murdoch, aboard this ship. Has the victim been identified yet?
Who's this then?
A Mr. Jacques Martin, or fleeing the scene of the crime. Mr. Martin here may be wanted for the theft of a valuable painting called the Mona Lisa.
La Gioconda. Chittermongers know her as La Gioconda, the joyful lady.
Yes, well, the joyful lady may be the reason for this murder.
He was to check for defensive wounds.
And no sign of that painting.
If he had it.
Likely motive if he did. You let someone in, they see the Mona Lisa.
That painting in the paper. Do we think this man stole it?
Possibly.
Fresh paint on this palette, but there's no paintings.
Murder weapon?
Something small, approximately a few centimeters in width, with sharp edges.
Right. House and see if there's a murder weapon amongst them. Mr. Dubois?
Yes. 3 years. First time I see something like this.
Don't cabin stewards work solely in first class?
Indeed.
Same upon Mr. Martin.
I was asked to check that everyone had gone up to the main deck to disembark, and the door was open.
Was there anyone else here? In the hallway or one of the other cabins?
No, sir.
Move anything in this cabin?
After I found him dead, of course not. No.
This is outrageous.
Do you know to whom you are speaking?
What seems to be the problem? This and I to pass. We would like to disembark this instant. There's an ongoing murder investigation, I'm afraid, and my constable here is only doing...
Have anything to do with that?
Well, I wouldn't know that yet, would I?
My name is Lady Isabel, and this is my father, Arthur Rawley, the Duke of Surrey.
I do apologize. Your Grace. Constable, let them through. Oi, you with the suit. You can't go down there. It's a crime scene.
Pardonami, ma dispiace. I was only...
Birth?
No, I think Mr. Martine has it. Had it.
Oh?
My match case, I did not return it. Can I go to see?
I'm afraid not. You knew the dead man, did you?
No. His room is who I did see him with. Lady Isabel. She would sleep.
Is that right? This is decidedly not how my first day in... I understand. However, we do need to ask your daughter some questions. I don't see what my daughter has to do with any of
I
this.
can answer for myself, Papa.
Sorting with passengers in third-class quarters. Isabel.
I wanted to talk to other artists, Papa.
Artists? Lord William. He collects
No,
etchings.
real artists. Like Monsieur Martin.
Yes.
Oh, hardly at all. I was never alone with him, of course.
Who else was there during your visit?
A very, forthright woman. She had studied in Paris and claimed to know all about painting many times.
And this woman, did she and Mr. Martin seem close?
No. No, in fact, I think they rather hated each other.
All right. I'll be needing this woman's name.
For coming in to answer some questions.
I would say you're welcome, but it would be a lie. So please be quick about it.
You were familiar with...
I was.
Apparently the two of you fought.
We had a disagreement, but I wouldn't call it a fight.
About?
Art. He was enthralled by the old masters. I said that he should be open to strive for mere verisimilitude, but to paint with the mind's eye.
So
art is more than mere profession. Detective Murdoch, it's a vocation.
Did you...
Good heavens. No. I stay well clear of any and all men. I'm telling you, I barely knew him.
Print of your finger marks before you leave in this car.
As you wish. Who did this?
I did.
It's a serious question. You have a strong sense of color and vitality.
Yes, I would think I do.
Sincere, it's very good. I feel almost humbled.
Well, she's obviously a woman of taste.
What have you, Miss Hart?
I've completed my post-mortem, but I haven't typed up my report just yet.
Do you know the cause of death?
Well, he died from his head. Well, the blows caused the subdural hematoma. He was hale and hearty otherwise. Oh, I also found these.
Pieces of mirror?
I think so.
Odd. In suitcase.
Oh, entrancing. Just a hint of a knowing smile, as though she has a secret.
Ha!
This must be that bloke's match case.
Manganese oxide, azurite, verdigris, oils.
Mr. Martin must be making his own paints.
What's this?
What's that?
What's what? We've found our murder weapon.
Hello?
Yes?
I'm looking for Mr. Bernier. He's painting a portrait of me today.
I sent him home.
I'm sorry?
So much to do before tomorrow night.
What's happening tomorrow night?
We received a call from Lady Isabel herself. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, quite, but we had an arrangement.
It's not every day that we get the chance to display the works. Of course you understand.
Yes, of course. Oh, Detective Watts, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for...
Good luck.
I don't have time for any inquiries.
I can see you are a busy man, but I only... Surely you have time for one question.
Very well. You're a detective?
No, it is you who has a question.
Well, go on, then.
Has anyone come in here looking to discreetly called the Mona Lisa?
The Mona Lisa? Oh, good heavens. No. But a man did come in this morning looking to sell some... Something seemed off to me. I didn't trust him. I told him to leave.
Did he give you a name?
Yes. I doubt it was his real one. He told me that if I changed my mind and wanted to discuss a sale, he would be staying at the Park Embassy Hotel under the name...
Raphael. Thank you, Mr...
Lash.
Lash.
Case was in the water. I've managed to pull a finger mark from this.
Must be something to paint with. I've never seen anything like it.
Very interesting.
You have a match.
Miss Emily Carr.
Perhaps art is not her only vocation.
I've told you I barely knew him.
Marks are on what very well could be the murder weapon.
That's impossible. That's the murder weapon? Well, I might have picked it up, but I certainly didn't kill him with it. Martin was a very direct man. He asked me if he could borrow some of my brushes. I said no, and then he went into my cabin and he took them for himself. I waited until he was out of his cabin, and then I took them right back. And then I saw that thing on the table. Got it.
What's this used for?
Some kind of drawing aid, I imagine.
Or that you broke into his cabin.
I'm no fool. I knew it would look as though I was guilty, but I'm telling you, brushes, even if they are the best sable.
I'll be needing your whereabouts for the last 24 hours aboard the ship.
Then I was in the library all morning. Many people saw me, but the night before, I was by myself. I require my solitude.
Unfortunately, solitude does not constitute an alibi, Miss Carr.
Set foreseeable future.
See that you are. Detective Murdoch may want to speak with you again.
Yes, Constable. May I go now? I'm expecting a delivery of my...
Thank you.
Pardon me. I couldn't help overhear. Are you? Well, how wonderful. Would I have seen your work anywhere?
But that depends. Were you at the Salon d'Automne in Paris?
Brand, do you paint portraits?
On occasion.
Would you accept a commission? My daughter and I were to have our portrait painted. I know you only just met me, but may I ask if you would paint it?
Well,
I would pay handsomely.
I don't have a studio.
How about tomorrow morning?
You said that you would pay well?
Absolutely.
All right, then you have yourself a painter.
Have you found anything else, Miss Hart?
I asked her 9 o'clock that morning.
So not Miss Carr. She was seen in the library the entire morning. Oh, Miss Pugh.
I was told you have my match case.
Yes, it's being held for you at the front desk.
Grazie. Is that a dead man?
It is. That's Mr. Martin. You knew him.
I did not recognize him after his soul departed.
Yay.
Oh, of course. Arrivederci.
What is?
He knew Mr. Martin and didn't recognize him.
Very few of us look the same in death.
I feel I must warn you, my brushwork is bold and expressive.
Oh?
You've heard of the Fauvis style? It means you and your baby won't look pretty as you would in, say, a Fragonard.
Oh.
And you told me it was your husband who had accused
Oh, well, he was just pursuing his investigation.
and being a foolish man in the process.
So, did you stolen the Mona Lisa?
Not at all. Your husband didn't ask you to question me, did he?
Oh, of course not. No, I was...
I bet it was that lady Isabel who told your husband to suspect me. I just remembered something. But I don't...
Tell me.
She seemed very chummy with Mr. Martin. Something about money being no object. And then she asked him when she could come to his cabin.
Do you think they were talking about the paint?
Or she was taking lessons. Her work is uneven at best.
Fresh as a daisy. Thank you. Hello, darling. Are you ready?
Oh. A little too left.
The shards of mirror found in the victim's wounds match this broken mirror here, but it's curious. The front surface mirror, the type of thing used for a reflective telescope.
Whatever the murder weapon is, we need to find that bloody painting as quick as likely our killer.
Watts called earlier. He's following a lead to a hotel.
I just may have some information as well.
What have you heard?
Miss Isabel purchasing something expensive.
Overheard by whom?
Miss Emily Carr.
We talked to her.
She's painting a portrait.
Why don't you two go and talk to the lady and tread carefully? We don't want an international incident.
Hello, Lady Isabel.
It's all right, Maxine.
Questions?
I am just off to my show. Can't talk, I'm afraid.
Well, this shouldn't take too long.
We're investigating you and Mr. Martin.
I loathe discussing money. It's so vulgar.
A lovely tapestry.
The Mona Lisa will not be returned in a murder investigation.
But I gave that poor man £2,000 for it the day before he died.
Why did you not tell me about this?
Couldn't say I spent that money in front of Papa. He says I spend far too much on art.
It's stolen property.
Resist.
We believe Mr. Martin was killed for that painting.
I didn't kill him. I could me.
Do you have any proof of your purchase? A receipt? A letter? Witness?
You put Lady Isabel in the cells?
She was in possession of the Mona Lisa.
Do you really think she killed the Frenchman?
That remains to be from Mr. Martin the day before he died, but has no proof.
If she bought a stolen painting, what was she thinking?
That she is above the law.
Look at that satisfied smile. She's obviously been up to no good. Interesting. Murdoch, look at it. The subtle brush strokes. The way the light dances across her eyes.
The what?
Sfumato. Layers of thin glaze that create those smoky shadows. We found the Mona Lisa.
That's impossible.
Why do you say that?
Because I've just found her.
Where on earth did you get this?
Remember when I told you I had a lead on a possible suspect at the Park Embassy Hotel?
Mona Lisa from a hotel.
Yes.
So where's the person who had it? Did you bring them in?
No.
Bloody hell, Watts. The person who had it is more than likely Mr. Martin's.
Who bought it? I was too late to apprehend the seller.
Talk us through precisely what happened.
I was told that Mr. Raff was in room 312. I knocked on the door.
Is that room service?
No, please open the door.
You're too late. Please leave.
But then I spotted the man with the service cart. Commandeered the cart and knocked again. Room service.
Come in.
Door. Your champagne.
Wonderful. I wanted to drink a toast to a beautiful lady.
Well, that will have to wait.
Excuse me?
Toronto Constabulary. I'm Detective Murder and Theft.
But I bought the Mona Lisa. I didn't kill anyone for her.
Prove it. Told me he entered the hotel room and saw the painting. He then was spoken to by a man behind a screen.
And turned to face the wall.
The man did what he was told, and he heard the... Thus, he had bought the Mona Lisa. He never saw the seller's face.
So which one is real?
Well,
That's what this device is used for. You know the name, but if you peer... Yes. Peer through the top. Can you see the reflection of the...
I look down on it. I can see it.
That's what Mr. Martin was doing aboard the ship. He had the real Mona Lisa and used this device copy.
What he used to aid him ended up being used to kill him.
Poetry aside, we still don't know who swung the bloody thing.
In our custody.
So if she had the fake, it's more than likely that she's telling the truth and she bought it off Mr. Martin. So the killer sold the real one for more money.
Question is, which is which?
Good morning, sir. I've already been to the Park Embassy Hotel, but neither the clerk nor any of the bellboys can remember what Mr.
Very well, Henry. Could you keep an eye out for a telegram for me?
Of course. May I ask what it's about?
I've asked the Louvre to send any and all information that we saw from the fake.
Does it really matter, sir?
What do you mean?
I say the more the merrier.
I'm not sure the Louvre would share your sentiments.
Of course.
Oh, well, it shouldn't take too long.
No, it's not that. I can't. I was painting so free.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's wonderful. May I take a look? Oh, well, I see, yeah. What?
Damned by faint praise.
I love it, truly.
No, you don't. It's insipid and muddy.
Nonsense. You have some style.
Even that police inspector painted better.
No.
Worst in my life.
No, not...
You ruined something. There was never anything.
Roaring, tossed into jail like a common criminal. No one can ever know of this.
Is that really all you care about? I am your daughter.
If I may, we'd like to discuss the case.
This case is a farce. Do you really believe...
There's been a development.
Go on, then.
We now have in our possession 2 Mona Lisas. If your daughter had the copy, then it is possible she purchased it from Mr. Martin.
I told you, I bought me a copy.
If you had the real Mona Lisa, it might appear that you had killed for it.
This is ridiculous. Neither of them is...
You know that?
My secretary told me just this morning that he heard J.P. Morgan was approached by a seller looking to quiet...
How does your secretary know this?
His cousin is J.P. Morgan's art agent. The seller told Mr. Morgan the sale must... I had planned to tell you.
That is very interesting.
I assumed the arrest of my daughter.
You have our word.
We'll just be needing one more thing from you. Draw the seller out. I had the Duke call his secretary and get me the details of the person who contacted him. Yes. Now, he sold the first quickly and for relatively little money. But for this one,
who I've heard pays hundreds of thousands for a painting by an old master.
So this could be the real one. And therefore, the person selling it
is... I just want to say right now, I'm not pretending to be J.P. Morgan.
But, sir...
Not today, Murdoch. Mood. I'll be out front chasing him down if he runs off.
As you wish.
So... Sure.
He's done it before. I've contacted the seller. You are to go to the Park Embassy Hotel tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Who am I pretending to be?
J.P. Morgan. So I've created a buyer, a friend of Mr. Morgan's.
So a rich man, you say?
I suppose.
I'm needing a new suit.
Is the new suit really necessary?
For $80 million. I need to look like his representative.
And what's that?
Oh, Pierpont is fond of cigars. Thought I would partake. Ruthie bought it for me.
Lose it. Give. Now go in there and see if he's got the bloody painting.
Right. How much?
As much as you want, Henry. We aren't actually buying it.
Oh, of course.
Not sure I approve.
Have.
Yes, hello.
What's your name?
Mr. Reginald Templeton.
Are you a copper?
Don't be absurd. Do I look like an uneducated ruffian to you?
What's going on?
He's signaling. That man. Constabulary, stop!
What are you doing?
Nice copper.
Stop!
Seems like you got away, sir.
Get that suit back.
There are several paintings here. Still life, both signed J.M., Jacques Martin.
The killer didn't just steal the paintings. There she is.
A third Mona Lisa will wonders never cease. It makes one ponder, if we cannot distinguish between the real and the fake, why reject the forgeries as inferior? But consider a lithograph or a piece of music or a choreographed dance. They are repeated and each iteration is...
But in each of those examples, repetition is inherent in the creation. A forgery of a painting is intentionally deceitful.
The intent with which these were made is different, but if we cannot tell them apart, we simply enjoy them all. Therefore, is authenticity relevant?
It's relevant to what it's worth.
Why?
Because it just bloody is. That's why.
Sir, if I may, does this man look familiar?
It's the cabin steward, Henry Dubois, the one who found the victim.
It's signed J.
How did Mr. Martin paint the cabin steward last year? Did they know each other?
This is not a portrait of Henri Dubois. This is of Jacques Martin.
Bloody hell, we've been tricked.
Why would Mr. Martin switch identities with Dubois?
He was wanted for the theft of the Mona Lisa. Better to be declared dead than to be chased by the French police the rest of their life.
Have this image printed, Murdoch.
Planning to leave Toronto.
Detective Murdoch!
Oh, Mr. Perugia?
Oh, yes, and I wanted to thank you again for that.
You're welcome. Good day.
Oh, I am so happy.
Yes, we actually have 3 now. We believe one to be the original.
You don't know? A true lover of La Gioconda would know.
Yes. How would one know for certain?
Through the ages in Italiano.
Anything more concrete than that?
No.
Good day.
Have you seen this chap before?
Never seen him before.
I'll take a scotch, please. Hello, Miss Carr.
Inspector,
What's this then?
it's nothing. It's a bad habit.
My best habits.
You have talent. I do not.
It's not going well. I know how you feel. Fire before.
I tried painting a portrait of a mother and her baby. Heaven knows I need the money.
Maybe you're not a portrait painter. It can be quite inhibiting trying to paint real people, especially when you have to flatter them. May I?
It's in a thick forest. It's so beautiful there.
You should go out west. Paint outside, amongst nature. Paint what you love and paint how you want to.
Is that simple?
No, not at all.
And if I fail?
Then you fail doing something that you...
How so?
Well, you'd spend time doing something that you enjoyed. The end result doesn't really...
I do long for British Columbia.
Take this.
It's worthless.
Not if I like it, it isn't.
Will you be paying for the lady?
Bloody artists.
Excuse me, sir. A moment. I'm in something of a hurry. Oh, paintings to sell, is it?
It's quite a good luck.
I suppose it will be worth more now that the artist is dead.
Enough with the charade. I know it's a self. You killed an innocent cabin steward.
He saw my painting.
Yes, your paintings. You are uniquely talented. Why turn to forgery and murder?
My original work was called derivative. Old-fashioned, perhaps. Originality is overrated. Perhaps I could make more Mona Lisas for the world to enjoy.
You didn't paint them for... You made them for profit.
You think so little of me, detective.
You killed Mr. Dubois and assumed his identity so that you could sell. You had to have known that the authorities would be looking for the Mona Lisa.
Perhaps.
Trying to throw the police off your trail.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were working with someone else. Believed that you were dead. You would be free to sell the paintings and keep all of the profit.
If it was my plan, I've changed my mind about the Mona Lisa. It's not just about the money, detective.
Then, Mr. Martin.
Maybe I had a partner. But I won't give you his name. Why shouldn't he?
No, wouldn't know.
You don't have to give me his name. I know who it is. Yeah. Henry?
Yes, sir?
There are only 2 paintings here. Where's the third?
I don't know, sir.
And where is Mr.
Seen him around.
He must have known which one was the original and taken it.
I'm sorry, sir.
Right. Alert the border crossings and headed to Europe.
Right away.
For a brief moment in time, Da Vinci's masterpiece was in Toronto.
It's probably long gone by now. There's been no sightings of that Mr.
Ship or a train traveling under a false name.
False names, false body, false paintings.
About the aesthetic experience. I think a fake Mona Lisa is good enough for me. If you don't mind, Murdoch, I think I'll take one home. Margaret, something to crow about? No, I'll take this one. Good night, gentlemen.
Well, I don't trust her smile.
You could try to find another artist.
I'm beginning to think that I'm cursed.
You could paint it yourself. From this photograph,
No, William, I've tried painting a few times with no great success. I find it so hard to get the proportions proportions right.
Well, then.
What is this?
It's called a camera like this. And
Oh, I can see the photographs.
yes, duplicate the proportions.
You know, William, see the real Mona Lisa. Was she very beautiful?
I had the original and the copies, and to be honest,
Well, I do hope the Louvre recovers the true one.
no doubt they will.
Thank you, William.
Colors as well. Ochre, apparently that's very popular these days.
Oh, nice.
It's a painting. What does it look like?
Oh, where did you get it?
Do you know what this is? Leonardo da Vinci. Well, bloody good copy anyway.
A copy?
Aye.
I don't want a copy of a painting sitting on...
Margaret.
Besides, it's like her eyes seem to follow me everywhere I go. I don't like it.
Well, I do.
No. What's so special about you? Yeah.
I don't think your aunt is sick at all.
Crabtree called. The detective and his wife have gone missing.
We have a child at home.
As long as you cooperate, you're... Want from us.
I need to save an innocent woman from the noose.
Hilda Fanshawe. You're convicted of your husband's murder.
Get that woman out of jail and deal with the consequences later.
What you are witnessing is retribution, the deaths of Robert Foster and Ned. 3 dead, the next to go, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. You know what this means? These two murders. Tell me about this Rachel Wiggins.
She killed my dear Frederick.
She was innocent.
I don't see how that matters. She's dead. You can hurt her now. But you can help me and your child.
Yes. Our killer is on this boat.
The young man, Trevor, seems very morose since the murder. The redhead.
And what about the other two?
Penny and Caroline?
The two fought constantly.
I think they're Zappists.
And what about the captain?
He's the captain.
I should like to propose a toast to Detective William Murdoch and Dr. Julia, a free woman today. Thanks to them.
Bloody hell, Margaret. Best not be snooping around. Margaret? Margaret? Margaret! Help! Help! Help!
And I do, but right now, all I want to do is find the Murdochs.
I know, George, but your job is important.
I don't care about my job right now.
Well, that.
What was what?
Oh, dear Lord. Susanna.
Savannah!
I know you're all right.
One of my word, your child is safe. By all accounts, she's an inquisitive little thing.
If she's been harmed in
I can assure you she was not.
Then I'm to believe a murderer?
Rachel Wiggins is. She killed my dear husband and then took her own life. And as I cannot be tried for the same crime twice, I am now a free woman, for which I thank you most sincerely, before I change my mind.
It's a nasty blow. We need to get her up and keep her conscious. I'm trained to be a nurse, and I know people who suffer this type of head injury need to stay awake or they may slip away. So let's get her up and into the fresh air.
Hey, gently. Come on, Margaret. We're gonna get you down. Come on, help us. Oh, yeah. One of you lot did this. And when I find...
Do you believe Hilda Fanshawe killed her husband?
Yes, I do. And the maid. The feeling as well. She was killed.
Under the direction of Hilda Fanshawe.
William.
I know. We can't...
Can't go to the police. We've compromised evidence. Hilda Fanshawe has gotten away with murder.
And we're responsible for that.
But our child is alive.
I can't let what we've done...
We can't risk Susanna.
And we won't.
No one saw anyone bring Susanna in?
No.
Where is she?
She's fine. She's with Effie.
Constable Tucker is keeping close to Paul Young of Young's Bread.
You know, it's a shame. I like that place. I sent Higgins to keep an eye on the butcher, Double Wood.
Oh, here's my record.
Do I want to hear the details?
Likely not. I'm working on identifying our candlestick maker, though I haven't had much luck yet.
Record, that's for sure.
Indeed. Apparently, Young's workers walked off the job a year ago in unsafe conditions. None of them were hired back, and now are at an all-time high.
It's shameful. And these are the men we're protecting.
Well, they're also the men getting killed.
Inspector George Crabtree.
Inspector now. Well, things certainly...
Sir, it's the detective. Sir, what a relief to hear your voice. I have to admit, I was starting to think you and the good doctor were dead.
Oh, no. We are very much... Was Susanna delivered to the station house?
Yes, just this morning.
And is she all right?
Sir, picture of health.
You mustn't let Susanna out of your sight.
Sir, no worries there. Effie's fallen quite in love.
All right. And...
no sign, I'm afraid, sir. Are you coming home?
Yes, Dr. Ogden and I are on our way home, but we have something to...
If you can, there's more than a little trouble happening here now.
Oh. Where am I?
Margaret, you'll be all right.
You suffered a blow to the head. Oh.
Did you...
They came at me from behind. The redhead saw me go into the cabin.
Oi!
We'll talk later.
What do you know about this?
What? Nothing. That a crime?
Why?
I wanted to know what she was doing, snooping around my husband's cabin.
Your husband? The way that you two have been carrying on.
Oh, and you find that shocking?
I was a police inspector. Very little shocks me anymore.
People call libertines.
Ah, they have a name for it now, do they?
In truth, it's a convenient arrangement for both of us. Be does not complete us. Monogamy is a very dull state, wouldn't you say?
No, I would not.
The world is a banquet, and both Charles and I indulged ourselves.
For a woman arrangement, you don't seem very affected.
Oh, I am. I will miss Charles terribly, despite his faults. I get much luckier when I pretend that I'm single. Imagine how it's going to be now that I'm a widow.
Arctic cold.
I assure you, sir, I am the furthest thing from the Arctic. Come to the equator. I jest. My late husband's cabin. I want to show.
You do not have to be here. You are wasting...
I believe you may be on the killer's list.
Why would someone be after me?
You run an unsafe business, according to him.
Unsafe. It's not my problem half the workers here are idiots.
Be that as it may, I've been told to place you under police protection.
Much more effective than you, I'd wager.
Just trying to do my job, sir.
With your presence, you can make yourself useful. Come on. Give me a hand with this.
Oh, really?
Hey!
By itself.
Hey!
live with ourselves. And for that to happen, she cannot go unpunished for what she's done.
You're right.
Bring it round to the front.
What on earth do you think you're doing?
My job.
You can't do this.
Let's go, Julia.
Let us.
Get in.
Tell our friends in Toronto that they have taken Mrs. Fanshawe.
It's wedged in there. No, I think I have it. Not the time or the place, Inspector, but... Okay. Darn.
What's wrong?
He's traveled with money. There was at least $10,000 in there.
Who else knew about that?
Only me. Although Charles did mention that Trevor was badgering him after that incident during the card game. Perhaps he caught wind of the... Charles did have a tendency to brag.
Nothing untoward at the bakery. Want some?
You know how many workers were injured making that?
Mr. Young insists he runs a safe operation.
Aimed at his factory belies that.
I don't know what to tell you.
Mr. Young's a liar. 3 people died there last year.
All right, lads. Tucker, that's enough. Let's hope Higgins has come up with something.
Save your strength. I can't believe I'm going to die in this damn place.
We are not going to die in here. Someone deliberately closed this door, didn't they?
It wouldn't have closed by itself.
And there's no other way out of here, is there?
Of course not. You know, I'm not a monster. People don't want to work here. I'm not forcing them.
Well, you could have treated your workers better. If you had done that, we wouldn't...
Boss. Not their benefactor. People want a free ride. They're not getting it from me.
Dead man was carrying a considerable amount of money. Now it's gone.
Well, I didn't take it. Look in my cabin all you want. How much?
That's not...
Sir, I need to get home. My mother is ailing.
He pointed a gun at you. He humiliated you.
My life, everything I've ever done has turned to dust. And now, I get to go home and tell my dying mother that I'm a failure. And I am telling you that I had nothing to do with any of it. Is that all?
For now.
It needs to get back. This line has a schedule to keep. With one ship out of commission...
If we go back, I'll have to throw the lot of you in jail when we dock. You were on this ship when the murder happened. That captain's hat doesn't excuse you from suspicion.
I had nothing to do with this.
And apparently neither did any... Now, I don't care how many bloody days and nights we sit here in the water. I'm going to find out who it was.
Guard is posted at all times.
I have been forcibly abducted by these two. I
You
demand
would be well advised to stay quiet.
immediately.
Mrs. Fanshawe, your concerns are not ours.
Sir!
George!
Go needs to know you're safe.
Thank you, George. Where is Susanna?
Right this way.
Susanna, I'm so sorry to have left you. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Impetuous little imp.
So, sir, you were captured by that old lady?
Oh, she is much more dangerous than she is. Still acting inspector, George.
I am, sir, until Inspector Brackenwood returns. You should know, sir, that he left England the minute he found out yourself in the dock.
I see. Well then, as acting inspector of Station House 4, will you accept my request to return?
I was hoping you would ask. Request granted.
Felt quite naked without this, actually. You say there's been trouble here?
And plenty of it, sir.
Well then, let's get to it, George.
Right.
You are a girl, and I love you.
Yes, you are.
Bruises around his wrists and mouth suggest he was also bound and gagged.
And the second victim?
It was quite sandblaster.
So no trace evidence to be found.
Nothing usable. I preserved what I could, but as you can see from my report, the cause of death seems clear.
Oh. Did you retain in your possession the victim's clothing?
From this victim, yes. From the first victim, some blanket, just the tarp he was covered with.
Could you retrieve them for me, please?
Of course.
I don't know, Inspector. Description of candlestick maker.
It has to be a metaphor of some sort. Where's Higgins? I haven't seen him since I sent him to the butcher's. Will you check on him?
Of course.
If anything had happened,
Thank God it didn't. You all right?
we broke the law. William and I. And it didn't matter. We would have done anything.
Is that why you brought that woman back with you?
Her name is Hilda Fanshawe. We got her and set up another woman for a murder that I am sure she committed.
What happened to that woman?
And Effie, I wrote a false confession.
You had to protect your child.
I had to save my child.
Why did you bring Mrs. Fanshawe back with you?
We're charging her with kidnapping us. I'm sure she never sees the light of day.
Well, I do have some friends at the Crown Attorney's office.
Thank you, Effie. Can I ask?
Of course. Anything.
Could you take Susanna just for a little while longer? I hate the thought of letting... There are some loose ends that I need to tie up.
Of course. Go to the park. Before we go, it's more like gossip.
Oh?
Miss Hart is broke.
What?
Arthur Carmichael's family sued for her. She's lucky she didn't get jail time. You're pleased?
No. Hart and I are peas in a pod.
The ammonia, please.
Let me in on what it is you're doing.
According to George, the victims were all owners of factories that suffered a number of industrial acts. The killer visited these factories or worked in one of them. It's possible that he transferred trace amounts of chemicals to the victim. The second tray, please. And the third victim. There you have it. 3 of the victims.
Meaning?
It makes possible that their assailant also had a large amount of arsenic on his clothing. Arsenic in large amounts is used in metal refining.
The candlestick maker?
Possibly.
Detective, it's...
Strange as it may seem, I am glad to be back.
Sir.
What have you?
The woman you brought into the cells is in a highly agitated...
Does she now?
She's causing quite the commotion.
Obviously. You let me go and you'll never see me again.
That will be happening regardless. Jailed for the rest of your life.
How much will it take for you to open that door and walk away?
You are a murderess.
$5,000? How many years would it take for you to earn that?
Never been motivated by money. You should know that.
I can double it.
Seeing is all the compensation I need.
Detective.
Yes?
Higgins? Help me get these two out of here.
My head aches. I just want to sleep.
You can't.
Did you find out anything about the
It was that woman, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
Inspector?
What is it?
One of the lifeboats has gone missing.
Minor, let's get everyone on deck. Show me.
You'll be all right, Mrs. Brackenreed. Take this as a lesson. Many people prefer that their affairs remain private.
And you didn't see anything
after I'd done my rounds.
What about the young lad, Trevor?
On the lifeboat, I'd imagine. I'd say we failed to capture him.
Would he have known how to detach one of these boats? In broad daylight?
Well, you were in your cabin. I was on the bridge. Wouldn't have taken more than a moment. Mrs. Griffith and the...
Notify the authorities on shore.
Will do. And?
Let's get back to Toronto.
Right away.
Can I help you?
No.
You can't be here. This area's closed to the public.
Thought you were the police. You work for us.
How about you get out, or I'll lock you up?
Keep your pants on. I'm going.
Henry! Are you all right?
Oh, yes, never better.
Someone tried to kill the butcher.
Me as well.
Yes, it seems we both are.
Yes, barely.
Gentlemen, I may have something.
Sir, we can use the inspector's office, or my office.
George?
Yes, sir, I know. I've been busy.
Williams Electroplating. They deal largely in residential products.
Electroplating.
It's a process
like silverware.
like a candlestick.
The candlestick maker.
And likely our target.
I checked the hospital.
Yes, because victims of arsenic poisoning go largely undetected. They are assessed at the hospital and then released. But, and look at this.
2 men in the last 18 months. Both work for the Williams Company. So we put them on our watch list.
Could you post yourself there?
Of course. Anything else, sir?
Yes. The 2 men that died whilst in the employ of Mr. Williams died of electroplating, and they were related. But a 3rd man, a Blake Redmond, complained of similars. He was let go from Williams Company 3 months ago.
Says here his chances for survival
is the son of one of these 2 dead men.
Well, that's worth a conversation.
Indeed. Watts, anything untoward happens at that...
Oh, won't.
What is that?
Let me out of here.
How could you do what you did?
Wanted my freedom.
You don't deserve freedom.
Well, that's not how I see it. Some of us are above the law. Nobility, captains of industry. We have made the world. Laws are for lesser people.
No one is above the law.
To suit you. My husband was a horrid man. He deserved punishment, and I...
You're going to die in jail. And that you deserve.
How are you faring?
Oh, much better, thank you.
Do be sure to visit your physician.
I will.
You must pay us a visit sometime. Oh, please, we would love to have you and Thomas.
Oh, of course. I'd love to. It would be... If you'll excuse me. Of course. Thank you. Thomas!
He wants $2 to take us home.
Thomas, look! That woman.
How can you tell?
I saw her board. She had 2 pieces of fine luggage. Not that ratty old thing.
Are you certain?
Well,
You were in your cabin? I was on the bridge. Wouldn't have taken more than a moment. Mrs. Griffith and the other lady were taking the sun on the back deck.
he knew what?
He knew that Charles Griffith and Fiona were married.
Married? The way those two were carrying on?
Forget us in another mission.
You know I am.
Driver, follow that cab. Come on.
Operator, Station House 4.
Hello? Excuse me. It's finding you two here.
It is indeed.
It's nice to be off that boat.
Oh, yes, indeed. You're lost.
Well, I do hope that your husband will be able to find the man who killed Charles.
Oh, as do I.
Captain Robert, please allow me to buy you lunch.
That's not necessary.
Oh, I don't mind. I've recently come into a considerable...
Charles' money.
Found in your possession. So I'm assuming that Trevor had nothing to do with it. What did you do to him? Kill him?
He needed off the boat. I let him go.
And turned him into a suspect for something that you did?
His choice.
Is that so? Leave this back at the station house. I suggest we skip lunch and proceed straight to the cells. Shall we? Oh, yes, we will, sunshine.
What was that for? Didn't do that. She did.
Really? Finally.
To station house 2, get him down here immediately. I'm not ruining my homecoming with these two lowlifes.
We'll be over soon.
No! No!
Let me guess. Who are you? Detective Murdoch, Toronto Constabulary. Put the syringe down, Mr. Redmond.
No. I'm almost finished.
You will be facing the noose.
I'm already a dead man.
You can get help.
My uncle? My father?
Let me go! Let me go!
You're under arrest.
He deserves it. They all deserve it. Like we were less than people. The men and women who filled their pockets.
What do you want?
Where are the cells? Are you hard of hearing? Where are the cells? I trust you're aware of... So answer the question.
We're back there.
Get her.
What's going on out here?
No, stay where you are. You're well?
You took your sweet time, didn't you? Where's Murdoch?
I don't know.
Is he?
I don't know.
Give him a taste.
All hail the company!
Sir, you're back. What's happening?
There's armed men in the station with some old woman.
Hilda Fanshawe, she's my prisoner.
Well, she's not a prisoner anymore.
Take this man to station house number 3. Let them know that I've charged him with murder. I'll be in touch shortly.
And tell them to send backup. We need more men, armed men.
Sir.
Now, can't you see that I'm busy?
It's from inside the station.
Give me that. Brackenreed? You all right?
Yes.
What's the situation?
There's at least 4 men, all armed with William's weaponized capacitor. Help. And one of the men is the man who kidnapped us, a Quentin Crisp.
Stay right where you are.
Oh, I don't think so.
Murdoch, where are you going?
I'm going inside.
Stay put, that's an order.
I thought you retired.
And I heard you'd quit.
Make sure we're going outside.
Are you sure?
There's very little I do that I'm not sure of. Bring him.
This will not end well.
Let us part. Safe passage or this man dies. You have 5 minutes to clear your constables.
She's the one who's taken over my station. Bloody hell!
More coppers out there now.
They'll back away. Shoot the stupid one. You decide.
You don't even know me.
You have 2 minutes to clear your men.
You're surrounded. Surrender.
Next time I'll be dialing it up to 11, and I think you know what happens then.
You give me a hand with Higgins.
The name's Tucker.
I don't care what your name is, just give me a hand. McNabb, you lot get around the back of the station.
Mrs. Fanshawe, you should take it. We'll delay the police.
Your best option would be to surrender.
And who asked your opinion, pray?
Take me out there with you. I'm the station house inspector. I can order those men to back off.
Get Mrs. Fanshawe to the automobile.
I can take care of it. Who's going to bother with an innocent old woman out for a pleasant drive in her automobile?
I'll meet you 3 back at the safe house. Here's your chance. Get your men to back off.
And Quentin, no need to be gentle with this.
Exactly.
How you doing, Higgins?
I feel all tingly.
Stay there.
Prisoner escaping at the back. Oh!
Just remember, it didn't need to end this way.
Truer words?
Lady went out the back.
Yes. Have you seen Julia?
No.
Start, damn it. Start, why can't you?
I think you'll be needing this.
Oh, I see.
Get out of the car, or I will drag you out.
It's over, Mrs. Fanshawe.
You see the fireplace? We used to around here when you were little. No, you don't want to.
I can honestly say, sir, I've never been so...
Ah, you would have grown into it, Crabtree. Although you were left with pretty big shoes to fill. How's the missus and the little one faring?
To pry the 2 of them apart for the foreseeable future.
I can see why. Suzanne is a lovely child. If she ever needs minding...
One's got the itch, and you're not getting any younger.
Well, sir, we have talked about starting a family.
Talking's not the action that...
Apologies.
Hello, everyone. George.
Higgins.
You need to see this.
What is it, George?
My father. Sirs. A moment, if you don't mind. Yourself as well, Effie.
George, When was your father last seen?
So the last I heard from him, he was in Winnipeg.
Do you think him capable of murder?
Sir, I shouldn't think so, but
Make it stubborn. I'll see what I can do.
Sir, give me leave of absence.
George?
If you saw the poster, dead or alive, I have to find...
Go, find him.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you, sirs. I'll be...
I'm no longer Detective Murdoch of Station House number 4.
She is my ward and she is missing. I need her found.
I don't think your aunt is sick at all.
She brings me across the Atlantic for conversation.
The anarchists are my friends. They would never betray me.
Sometimes $1 million can make people betray their friends.
But look, right here, you're abducting her.
Is she lying?
You're a very clever man. Didn't I tell you he was a clever man?
Good work. Please, we have a child at home.
As long as you cooperate, your child will remain safe.
No, you can't.
Over there. Tell him the detective and his wife have gone missing. I don't know where they are.
Are we moving? Help! Help!
Still no news of the Murdochs?
Nothing. I'm not so sure if it's been 2 weeks, just not a clue. I never should have taken this inspector job. It was a...
I'd wager there's nobody better for the position.
I only doubt that.
I've got something.
What is it?
I found one of the anarchists. He's in the cells.
I'll be right there. I'll reserve judgment on that for now. Curb tree.
What am I doing here?
I just have a couple of questions.
So you threw me in a cell?
Constable Higgins got a little overeager. I apologize.
Not that I'll tell you anything, but what do you want to know?
You attended a rally, a couple burning money. There was a fight between you lot and the police. The young woman fled.
Why should I tell you?
Because if you don't, I'll throw you back in the cells.
On what charges?
Oh, I can be a little overeager myself. Now you best just speak. Where can I find her? I've been through the entire property. There's no one here, and I'd wager that's been the case for some time. No one. No personal effects either. Records.
On it.
Crabtree.
It's Inspector Crabtree.
Yeah, you like. You might want to take a look at this.
Idea what this is? I believe that belongs to Detective Murdoch. It's part of a device he invented, a weaponized capacitor. Chap? If he did, I'm sure he had justifiable reason. It doesn't answer the question as to where he is now.
Welcome. Where are we? And why have you brought us here?
All in good time.
I demand to know where...
Neither you nor your husband are in a position to demand anything. Now I'll let you get cleaned up. We have work.
The home is under the name of a Lionel Bentley. He's the dead man.
The anarchist mentioned a Matilda Crisp.
Yes, Mr. Bentley was her legal guardian.
So she honestly... What about their daughter, Susanna? I don't know where she is. Well...
Where is she?
She's safe.
Where?
We'll find out in due time.
I want to...
Mine.
What do you want from us?
I need to save an innocent woman from the noose. And you two are the ones to do it.
Let us go.
You're free to leave. You can say goodbye to your daughter.
We will go to the authorities.
Again, you are free to... Someone will seal your child's fate.
I will...
killed you. Julia! Julia! I understand your fear thing.
Where's this woman?
Together doesn't mean I like you.
Doesn't matter much to me.
I don't know why Inspector Crabtree kept you on.
There's proof of his ball. You might want to prepare yourself.
It's one person?
Would appear so. The identification?
Who found the body?
I did. Covered what was left. Out of decency.
Good man. Let's get it back to the morgue.
It's up to this.
So do I. We could dearly use the inspector, though.
We really should have told your aunt we were leaving.
I'm sure she'll be
Leaving in the middle of the night?
Murdoch and Julia are missing. That matters more than my aunt's feelings. Besides, she'd more than likely faint a heart.
Lovely day.
It is.
Now, this is the way to travel.
Is it?
That was more pleasurable.
Bloody slower, though.
When are we due to arrive?
24 hours from now.
So, another day with this.
No choice but to tell the fellow to take a flying leap. Oh, my apologies, ladies.
I'm sure he said it out of earshot. Oh, Mr. Breckenreed, are you sure you won't join us for a drink?
No, thank you. I just want to get back to Toronto and find Murdoch.
It's a shame the captain won't let us drop a line. I caught a sturgeon in this river once. Whale of a fight.
Very clever.
Oh, I see. Whale. Sometimes I even surprise myself.
I swear I won't bite, but I am a terrible liar.
Doesn't she?
Let's just get home, Margaret.
Well, this is delightful. And when was this?
Constable Higgins, 3 hours ago, discovered in a park near Jarvis Street. I need you to determine a cause of death.
It seems rather...
The time, anything?
I'll do what I can.
Miss Hart, there you are. You can't avoid...
I will deal with it.
Now.
Excuse me, what is your business here?
My name is William Harwell. I represent the family of Arthur.
Well, Miss Hart is assisting in a grave police matter. Perhaps you could return at a more appropriate time.
I will not.
Charge you with interfering in a police investigation.
Miss Hart, I demand your attention on this matter.
Thank you, Llewellyn.
Ah, so you're finally here. Well, apologies for the china, but one has to make do, I suppose. Oh, I'll introduce myself. Hilda Fanshawe. Yes, well, I suppose I ought to apologize for desperate times call for desperate measures, do they not? And given that I am to meet my maker in 3 days. Desperate times.
What do you want from us?
Didn't Atticus tell you? I want you to save my life. Indeed I am. Poor Frederick.
Did you do it?
The courts believe I did.
That's not an answer. What do you propose we do?
Overturn my conviction. Dreary place.
How would we do that?
You and your wife are expectation. Find someone other than myself responsible for the murder of my husband.
Even though you did it?
At that?
We'll do no such thing.
Oh, well, it is your choice, of course. Consequences. I'm already doomed to die. So, unlike you,
His watch and his eyeglasses.
Your husband was the owner of LePage Fabrications?
Yes. Who would have done?
Well, that's where we're hoping you might be of some assistance. Did your husband have any enemies?
Everyone in business has an enemy. Arnold?
In particular?
Well, Arnold bought out his partner, Russell Wilson, 2 years ago. Hostile takeover.
I see.
No one he knew could have done this. Whoever did.
We need to go to the police. We've been kidnapped. That our child is being held.
No, I won't put Susanna's life in danger, William.
I'm afraid it already is.
We just need to get that woman out of jail.
How?
Like she said, we wrote a bloody book about murder. Let's just do what it takes to get her out.
Let's examine the evidence they have against her.
Steam Detective William Murdoch.
Thank you.
And what brings you here?
We're looking into the matter of Hilda Fanch. We believe she may have been wrongly convicted.
I'm not sure that's the case. Over the last few years, we've been summoned to the Fanchow home on numerous occasions. Various disputes of a domestic nature.
Have there been any arrests?
They were not. Neither wanted the attention of the public.
You believe her to be responsible for her husband's death?
Given their history, she was our primary suspect. I also discovered the poison to kill her husband in her possession. Well, in her room. And why would a Canadian policeman be interested in any of this?
Oh, whether a member of the Toronto Constabulary.
We've been hired by Mrs. Fanshawe to investigate the details of her conviction. We wouldn't have taken the case otherwise.
We may need to have a look at your case file.
Any assistance I can offer?
I'm going to be sick.
We do what we need to do.
And how are we proceeding with the murder of Arnold LePage?
Well, we've just begun the investigation. Not as of yet, but we're hopeful.
Find out who did this. Mr. LePage was an important member of the Toronto business community.
Yes, sir. Well, you heard the man? Of course. Did you find out anything about the business partner?
Yes, he is holidaying in Paris.
Right. Then for the time being, we'll eliminate his involvement. Henry, why don't you take Miss Hart to the park where LePage's body was found? Perhaps that could help draw
for lunch.
Well, you can have your lunch and get back, Henry. Fine.
Killed here.
Would have made for quite a spectacle if he was.
I found traces of engine oil and lubricants on what was left of his body.
In contact with.
But something a factory worker would.
Think one of his employees killed him?
Well, I can't answer that, but it would be worth investigating.
I guess we know where Detective Watts should head next. Thank you, Miss Hart. Oh, Ruthie mentioned that you may be having legal difficulties.
Of yours or your wife's would it be if I were?
Oh, I only mean to say that if you ever need any help.
Thank you, Constable Higgins. I always am.
Thank you.
Come join us.
No, thank you.
Are you sure? You could play my hand with me.
No, thank you.
Well,
What are you doing?
Are you talking to me?
You dealt from the bottom of the deck.
he did not.
You stay out of this. I saw it with my own eyes. You, sir.
I will not.
Gentlemen, please.
You want me to step away from the table?
Well,
Step away from the table!
Step back, sir.
Who are you?
I'm a police officer. Give it here. Sir, confine this gentleman to his cabin.
What? You can't tell me what.
I don't care if you're Admiral Horatio Bloody Nelson. Confine this gentleman to his quarters.
Preposterous. Yes, sir.
I must say, it's quite something having a... It's thrilling.
Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to finish my drink.
So, you've seen...
More than necessity.
The evidence that you killed your husband is compelling.
From what angle you look at it.
Well, the angle the police took seems correct.
Can you describe your...
Oh, like most married couples, I imagine. In love at first, but later simply waiting for the end of time.
That's not most married couples.
You will get there. Trust me.
The right fought.
Indeed we did. That was many years ago. Latterly, we suffered each other in silence. I was no longer interested in him enough to kill him. I was simply waiting for him to expire.
Then if not you, then who?
Dim-witted policeman. Say anything about a Rachel Wiggins?
Who was that?
Well, she was our housemaid for a while.
Where is she now?
Haven't the foggiest. My husband dismissed her shortly before his death. That I had just pointed you towards a person with motive.
Why did he let her go?
He was having...
Well, that suggests motive on your part.
That would suggest I still had feelings for him. Dear lady, that...
Is it your contention, then, that she planted evidence to make you appear guilty?
I contend nothing. See, she was angry with me.
Why is that?
Oh, she felt I ought to have had sympathy for her plight. Stupid, naive people get what they deserve. Don't you think?
LePage was killed. There were traces of blood and, well, Mr. LePage in the gears of a machine in his fabrication plant, as we witnessed.
But no idea who murdered him.
No.
So could it have been an accident?
I suppose, but if that was the case, why move the body?
George Crabtree. Right, I'll be right there. Can you imagine there was a time I enjoyed hearing this thing ring?
A wonderful woman. I am glad you were here to help.
And her husband?
A decent man.
Were you here the night?
The lady and her husband were home alone that night. Mrs. Fanshawe retired early. She was under the weather.
Speaking with Mr. Edwards at the moment.
And I know the truth of it as well as he.
And I will get to you. So you were not present. Where were you?
Attending services at the first mat. Turned here to find Mr. Fanshawe dead.
And Hilda Fanshawe?
She was asleep in a room.
What can you tell me about...
She was dismissed by the Fanshawe some months before Mr. Fanshawe died.
What was the reason for her dismissal?
No, she made scurrilous accusations.
Of what nature?
She accused Mr. Fanshawe of improper conduct, which surely was a lie.
Do you know where she is now?
I do not.
Thank you.
Attacked her repeatedly, and then dismissed her without a word. If you ask me, he deserved what he received.
Miss Hurt?
Oh, you best...
Oh, good Lord. What happened?
He's been flayed.
What's this?
I believe it is called a sandblaster.
It's you. Judging by the condition of the victim, I'd assume the assailant used it on him.
Oh, good gracious.
So, what would you have us do, Inspector?
Right. Well, get the body to the morgue?
Wagon's on the way. Get everyone out of here.
Right. Lads, clear the area.
You know what this means?
I'm coming. Oh.
Please come. A man's been killed. I was on deck. I heard a commotion below. I rushed down.
Did you see anything?
I'm sorry, no.
Someone... Our killer is on this boat.
My heavens.
No one gets on off this ship.
Agreed.
And cut the engines till we get this sorted. Cover the poor bugger up.
I
don't see why this is so hard for you.
Question Miss Wiggins.
Why bother? She'll just declare her innocence. All you have to do is prove that she killed my
case.
Then make it the case. That is your only job. Do it, and you can return to your life.
She may be an innocent woman.
Troubles you. Find someone else to become the guilty party. I don't care. I am now 2 days away from death. Your daughter is as well.
God, she's just a child.
And I am not. That doesn't... You should know by now, I am very determined to preserve it. Associates tell me your little Susanna spoke. It would be such a shame if they were to be her last.
If you touch my daughter...
Detective! If you don't do as I asked of your life, explaining your decision to your wife, not a prospect I would relish.
A woman.
Well then, you best choose the lesser of two evils.
Wendell Dunstan is the second victim. At present, there is no indication the two men knew each other.
I've got something you're going to want to see.
Louis, in
All
here.
right. My information and I are happy to leave.
What information?
This. I found it under my office door this morning.
Appointment next time, Miss Cherry. I am acting inspector, right? Oh.
What you are witnessing is Retributor and Ned McGuire have been avenged.
Any idea who they are?
I did some poking around. Robert Foster was rent a summation plant. Ned McGuire was killed when a sandblaster machine at Dunstan's factory malfunctioned.
So what we are witnessing is a mimicking.
Discovered that neither employer offered any compensation. Mr. Dunstan even refused to pay funeral costs.
Right, we need to speak to the families of the dead family. Well, as of now, they're also suspects.
Are you forgetting something, Inspector Crabtree?
What's that?
Thank you is in order, wouldn't you say?
We'll get her back. Whatever it takes, Julia. I promise.
Even if that means letting a murderer go free?
Susanna is safe. We'll admit our part in this deception.
Then what happens?
It doesn't matter. Turn to us.
Can we trust that that will happen?
What choice do we have?
Why aren't we moving?
I've given Captain Roberts my say-so.
I need to get to Toronto. My mother is
My
ill.
investigation trumps that. But sit down.
You can't hold on.
What authority have you, anyway?
That's enough. For now, you're all to stay put.
Well, at least it's a pleasant day. Are we allowed on deck or...
Just don't leave the boat.
No worry there. I don't swim. I simply like to take in the sun. Noticed you watching me.
Thomas, can I throw...
But you can find out more about this lot.
You want me to help you?
Just be discreet. See if any one of them is...
You can count on me. If there are secrets, I shall soon uncover them. The coroner's report states that Mr. Fanshaw's death was due to the ingestion of a toxic agent.
Does it identify with
It's a number of possibilities, but the report is inconclusive.
shoddy work?
It was also cremated.
So, no body to re-examine?
I doubt they would allow an exhumation. We are private citizens in a foreign country. Well, judging by the toxicology report, a number of poisons could be responsible, including some that could be found in cleanings.
So one could argue that the maid had the tools to do the job?
Well, given the Higgins and the family, it would be easy to suggest motive.
The butler stated that she was attacked and then summarily dismissed. That could give us motive and possible method.
Especially if said method were to be...
Do we do it?
Another murder, and you're suggesting the culprit was not A member of one of the victims' family
Left behind an ailing wife and 3 young children. I doubt they were capable of such violence.
And Mr. McGuire?
He had no family. It didn't seem there was anyone who would kill to avenge his death.
So you're suggesting the killer is somebody with no personal association to the workers whatsoever. So what then? A vigilante?
I think so. What was it the inspector used to say?
Bloody hell?
Bloody hell. Dead. Next to go, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Dead on your watch. And 3 more to go if the note found on the last body is to be believed. And then there's this. This rag of hers is nothing more than scurrilous lies.
On what charge?
Well, the devil would I know. You're supposed to be the inspector. Make something up.
Sir, I can't do that.
Look, I don't care.
Excuse me, I might have something.
Well, speak up.
I've been checking hospital records.
Hospital records have you now? Is that...
I have a list of people who have died in industrial accidents.
What is the point of all this?
All the people on the list died doing jobs related to the businesses.
Are the next potential victims?
The butcher, the baker.
Yes, and the candlestick maker, I know. It's charming.
I'm attempting to narrow that down.
We'll get them all put under police protection. It's good to know at least one detective in this station house how to do his damn job!
I need to speak to Louise Cherry.
I hope you're not thinking of arresting her.
Worse. I'm thinking about asking her for help.
Rachel Wiggins?
Where should I place it?
Anywhere is fine.
Oh, dear
Ugh, he was a bore.
He made advances on both of us.
On numerous occasions.
Well, he was quite forward.
We rejected him, of course.
Oh. Huh. Well.
He is the one your husband should be questioning.
See the incident at the card game.
Ugh, that was just the tip of the iceberg.
They were both pursuing Fiona.
Trevor, there
The way around.
You noticed as well.
Yes! She seems to have eyes on anyone with a pair of trousers.
Honestly.
When do you think we will be setting sail?
Home.
And off this terrible boat.
Gentlemen, if I knew who sent the note, I would have told you.
Other correspondence?
Again, if I had, I would have told you.
Your new paper has published a number of articles about unsafe work.
In St. Clair.
What, the jungle? It's a work of fiction.
Inspired by... There are factory workers all across the country who are victim to uncaring factory owners. I aim to improve conditions.
Not unlike our...
Something like that, he's a murderer, plain and simple.
Who thinks he has a righteous cause?
I use the pen, not the sword, detective. There are numerous of the conditions of working man and woman that I support. None advocate violence.
The butcher, baker, and people could be?
Perhaps.
And would you be willing to share that information?
I am.
Exchange for?
In this case, nothing. What this vigilante is doing isn't improving. He's going to make it worse. I have a feeling I may know who the butcher and the baker are.
And the candlestick maker?
I'm dead. Oh, should I say what a pity?
I think it's best you don't say anything.
Yes, should it not? Seeing as Miss Wiggins is no longer here to speak in her own defense.
We don't know that she killed your husband.
Oh, you have a fire in you, don't you? But whether she actually killed my husband is not the point. It's to free me. The means of murder were found in her room. And seeing as she killed my dear Frederick, and then, distraught at her wickedness, took her own life.
She was innocent.
But if your conscience troubles you, comfort yourself with the fact that you're doing nothing more than a poor dead woman's memory. Nothing you can do can hurt her now, but you can help me.
Forgive me.
The young man, Trevor, seems very morose since the murder. The trollop, head, she's flitting around without a care in the world.
And what about the other two?
Penny and Caroline? I think they're Sappists. I didn't say that. In fact, I think they might have likely been the ones to do it.
And why's that?
Well, they admit to hating to be casting blame on everyone else. Isn't that what killers do?
Sometimes. And what about the captain?
I don't think so. He's the captain.
Oh, right. Thank you, Margaret.
Is there anything else I can do?
Nope. I'll take it from here.
I see. Of course.
One of my men confirms finding the poison in Miss Wiggins' room. Staff regarding Mr. Fanshaw's behavior with regard to Miss Wiggins. And then, of course, there was the suicide note. Considered Miss Wiggins a suspect.
To be fair, Mrs. Fanshawe did seem the most likely suspect.
Yes, it's understandable. We may be in her.
Yes, but I suppose being distasteful doesn't make one a murderer.
So what are next steps?
Attorney, he's going to see the judge. Talk is Mrs. Fanshaw's conviction will be overturned. Mrs. Fanshawe is a very lucky woman having patients got her out.
I should like to propose a toast to Detective William Murdoch and Dr. Julia Ogden. Thanks to them.
You found the true killer.
A child.
She will be returned in due time.
If she is not.
Mrs. Fanshawe is a woman of her word, I can assure you.
Thank you again. Such a shame about Miss Wiggins. I suppose she could not live with what she had done.
You had her.
The great Detective William Murdoch would not be one of her baseless accusations. You do realize not a word of this. If I have outwitted you once, I can again.
We just want to get home to our child.
And you're perfect. Would you care for a celebratory drink before you leave?
No.
Excuse me, ladies. Have you seen my wife?
No, and I must say, she's a delightful woman.
Very inquisitive creature.
Have you lost your wife? I could help you look for her if you like.
That's not necessary.
Are you sure? It's dreadfully boring being becalmed. I prefer a rougher ride. The feeling is abandoned.
I'm looking for my wife. Bloody hell, Margaret. You best not be snooping around.